Let me start. Hey, what's happening with the Poetic Mindshift TV, man? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening with you? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Got the blue on today. You know what I'm talking about? But look, I'm finna get in. I'm finna go in real quick, man. I'm not gonna hold it too long. I don't like doing long lives. I hate doing long lives, really. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it in. Like, this is for anybody, man, with a baby mama, baby daddy. Um, you in a co-parenting situation, ex-wife, ex-husband. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, it's not, if this doesn't pertain to you, it's no need for you even listen. Just go to the next video, right? Um, but when I'm talking to y'all, man, I'm talking to self, right? So I went through a situation with my ex, right? And what made me realize about myself that mm, our relationship didn't last long. And I'm gonna be real, it didn't last long because, you know, it didn't last because me and her could not manage our emotions, right? She couldn't manage her emotions, which is, she didn't grow up with a father, you know what I'm saying, and a mother, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna talk down on a mother or whatever, but I don't, you know, she didn't really teach her how to manage her emotions, right? So, which was hard for her to manage her behavior. My mother, my mother was, she couldn't manage her emotions, and my father was very insecure. You know what I'm saying, and so that right there, just letting you know, like, we gonna be just bashing our heads together, right? We gonna be constant. It's gonna be emotions everywhere. It's gonna be shit, gonna be fucked up. Shit gonna mess up, right? So, by things messing up, and emotions being everywhere, rather it be financial, rather it was, mostly it was like financial, mostly it was like, just not being able to express ourselves in a healthy way. So by that happening, feelings just everywhere, and we just didn't have an understanding, right? And that's what most relationships are. Most relationships be up on there. Like, if you can't manage your emotions, you can't manage your behaviors, you can't manage your words, you know, um, basically that's what's gonna happen. The whole relationship is just gonna go left. The whole relationship is gonna go left. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no understanding right there, right? So I'm just talking about co-parenting, baby mama, baby daddy, you know what I'm saying, ex-wife, ex-husband, just being able, and I'm gonna be real, most women, in those type of situations, they want to be in control. They want to be they want to have some type of control of the situation. That's why you find a lot of women want to use children. They want to use babies. They want to use, things from the for you know, if a baby daddy then move on or whatever, or a husband and move on, they'll try to use like the children to try to control and all that type of shit, right? Not saying that men don't do it, because men do the same shit. Men would, like, they'll try to find ways to still try to keep control of the ex-wife, or rather it's be with money or whatever the case might be. He'll try to use it, you know what I'm saying, because he don't want to let go, you know what I'm saying, of the situation. But a lot of that stems from just not managing. A motherfucker can't manage their emotions. Motherfucker can't, you know what I'm saying, don't know how to express their emotions. You know what I'm saying? And and I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. Like, especially like with my mother. Like I said, my mother, she's very insecure. I got a very insecure. She's insecure, and she cannot manage her emotions well. You know what I'm saying? So just growing up and seeing my father and my mother, like, go at it, like they used to bash heads all the time, like, emotions just fucking everywhere, right? And I used to sit there and watch this shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, it's hard for me to manage my emotions when it comes to relationships, and I'm insecure, and, you know what I'm saying, things like that, because I'd never seen anybody express it in a healthy way. But so I used to see them like bash with each other all the time, fight all the time. And that showed me right there that, you have to really know how to express yourself. You really have to really know how to watch your words. Like, because, my mother, she'll just, like, she'll call my dad out his name, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit in front of me. Like, bitch, you ain't shit. fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit. You ain't about shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, she'll go in, and my daddy be like, bitch, you ain't shit. Bitch, fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? He'll do all that type of like leaving and coming back and break up. You know that break up to make up shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm growing up and I'm seeing this type of shit, and that right there showing me like, okay, well, maybe this is how relationships supposed to be, which I had learned the hard way. That is not a way for you to express your emotions, right? So a lot of times I used to do things, you know what I'm saying, and say things that I regret. You know what I'm saying? I regret this shit because I know me. I know it's a better way of doing it. I know, you know, the way my mother and my father raised me wasn't the right way. You know what I'm saying? Not saying they're bad people. They just didn't, my mama, she's not a bad woman. My daddy, he's not a bad man. They just did not know how to manage their emotions. They didn't know how to be able to express their emotion. You feel me? So they not bad people. It's just, they didn't want bad parents. They just didn't know how to manage that shit. So why, you know, it, and that right there as a child, I'm seeing this, and now it's like I'm suppressing my feelings and shit like that because they don't know how to manage their emotions. Like if I come to my dad and be like, Dad, you know, this is going on. You like, nigga, what you mean? What's going on? What you mean? Somebody picked on you? What mean somebody said something? Man, what you can't manage your what? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? You can't man up, toughen up. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to go to him like that a lot. So that right there made me as a child like, Lord, oh, you know what I'm saying? Let me not talk to him, and which not a good thing because as a kid you want to be able to express to your, especially your daddy. You want to be able to express your feelings and shit like that. And my mama, you know, I talk to her, whatever. It's like, well, you know, she'll get in like her whole like emotional, like, and my mama, she'll close up. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I have to literally have to show my mama emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama don't really know how to express her emotions. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I have to tell my mama I love her before she even tell me she love me, right? And my mama right now, she still can't manage her emotions. She'll say shit to me and I'd be like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? I have to like stay back from her and shit like that because she just don't know how to manage her emotions. And like I said, it's like, this is not, I'm not trying to bash on women. I'm not trying to bash on nobody. It's just the whole simple fact of just like, you have to be careful of the words that you say. And I know women, they'll cut at you. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn like from the relationship I've been and listen to different perspective of women. You know what I'm saying? I've learned that like women do not, it's hard for women to know how to control their emotions. And then when they know how to control their emotion, they'll express some shit. They'll really cut at a motherfucking man. Like they'll literally cut you, you know what I'm saying, with they fucking words. And that's why you got a lot of domestic violence. That's why you got a lot of, you know, motherfuckers be shooting each other. People be throwing each other over the windows. People be, you know what I'm saying, and then don't know how to express themselves to their children. You know what I'm saying? And be like, nigga, you know, a woman, she'll get to the point, she'll tell you, man, nigga, fuck you. We don't need you. I'm going to put you on child support. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just the whole reality. She probably just telling you, man, you know, what we're going through right now, I really don't want to be going through that. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to, you know, having to deal with this. You know, I don't want you to move on from me. I don't want you to be telling me that you don't want me no more. And like, what's wrong? Like, she don't know. Like, a lot of women don't. Some women do. I'm not talking about them. You got some grown women that'll sit there and tell you, look, man, I fucked up. I was wrong. And you got some men that will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, right now, like my baby mama, she's passing, you know, I ain't gonna say she has a, not to put her business out there, you know, she's just going through a heart congestion failure right now. She's going through a heart congestion failure. And, you know, right now, you know, I'm trying to express, you know, like, you know, just trying to talk to her and stuff like that. And she still has like bitterness, like towards me, you know what I'm saying? Which has nothing to do with me, but it just let me know, like sometimes, man, people just don't know how to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do it. They're afraid to do it. You know what I'm saying? And be able to be like vulnerable and say, you know what? I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up when I said that to you. I fucked up when I did that to you. And it's men too. Men the same way. Some motherfuckers. But you got to realize you got to be able to express that shit, man. Because if you don't express it in a good way, that makes the other person start making like type of alerts going on in their head. It's like when the fucking police pull you over, right? I don't know if anybody, anybody ever, been through it. Like the police ever, the police ever pulled you over. Like, the police, and when you get pulled over by the police, you get caught with no license, no insurance, drugs, whatever the case might be. You start making thoughts in your head of like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. That what I need to do. You start making pre-plans in your head of things that you need to do, right? Because you in that moment and you know what's finna fucking happen, right? So you start, the behavior starts to change. You start going on like what I need to do. I know I got to do this. I know I got to do that. I got to call such and such. I got to make sure when I get in here, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple push-ups. I might sleep for the next 2 days. Whatever it is, you start making these thoughts going on in your head because of what's going on in the time. That's the same thing when somebody expressing themselves, a motherfucker sitting here like saying certain statements and hurtful statements toward you, motherfuckers start thinking like, okay, well, this is the type of behavior that I have to do. I got to start making plans of what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because words will hurt people, especially men. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why domestic violence is so high in relationships right now, because people don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to express themselves. I'm not talking about, being sad and being mad and being like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have a bigger vocabulary when it comes to like expressing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you, excited? Or being or resentment, you know what I'm saying? Or just not just saying mad, sad, bad, you know what I'm saying? Like on some elementary shit, you really gotta really find out certain, like, why are you frustrated? You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Like you have to really know these things so you can be able to, like, and I'm gonna tell you one time, man, and it's just me trying to build on like relationships and stuff like that, man. I had to tell people that I was jealous of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. Like, I told, my brother, you know what I'm saying? My brother that I was jealous of him, because, you know what I'm saying, he went on and he got married and things like that. He got married to a beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, he got married to her and I got jealous because I looked at it like, damn, I don't have my brother to myself anymore, right? And I used to look at it, I always used to be like, why the fuck am I so resentful towards a marriage? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to think like, I know I can't be, but it's in the whole reality, I was bitter and I was really jealous of their marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have my brother to myself anymore. And that's how I looked at it. I feel like I lost my brother, but I didn't lose my brother. My brother's still here. Me and my brother, we don't have the best relationship in the world, but it's growing and it's doing better than what it was before. And I'm really happy of that. But it would have never happened if I didn't just be real with my brother. You know what I'm saying? And that just go back to like the co-parenting. You have to be real with the person, man. You have to especially if you got kids, because kids need to be raised with both parents. Both kids need to be raised by both parents. You know what I'm saying? Not, don't. And I had to tell my baby mother, you know what I'm saying, the mother of my child, the same thing. Like, you didn't get raised by your father. Like, you should not want that for your daughter. You should not want that for your child. Why would you want that for your child? And, didn't get no response from it. Didn't get no type of response from it. But that's just, you got to look at it like that. When you wrong, man, you wrong, man. At the end of the day, when you wrong, and you have to really, be able to man up, woman up about it, put your big girl drawers on, put your big boy boxes on, and really, be able to express yourself and without all the negativity, man. Or if you did do it, make sure you go back and you know what I'm saying, and you gotta, man, one thing a motherfucker told me, man, you gotta be quick to listen and slow to speak. And I'm gonna say that again. You gotta be quick to listen and slow to speak. You feel me? Sometimes, man, we gotta use our motherfucking heads, man, and stop using your fucking emotions all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. Stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can bring chaos into your fucking life. You can bring misery to your life of the words that you fucking speak. So you have to be careful how you speak to your partner. Be careful how you speak to your friends. Be careful how you speak to your family. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, because some motherfuckers get in their feelings and they don't know how to express shit and they express that shit and they fuck up every motherfucking thing. And that's just real, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk. I know it ain't too many people in the live. I don't really give a damn who ain't in this live. It could be one motherfucker in this fucking live. You feel me? And I'm cool with that. It could be nobody in this live and I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to, this is this book. I want to read about it. Read out this book. It's a chapter called Expressing Emotions. Expressing Emotions. Expression is generally a co-skill. It's kind of like tennis. You can't really do it alone. If the listener doesn't do her or his part, it's unlikely that anything useful will come of it. How many of us have been on the brink of some seriously emotional moment and we've looked up to see our loved one checking their email or posting something on Instagram or looking out the window, possibly dreaming of escape? This likely is someone who either doesn't care, is addicted to technology, or is fearful that you'll say something they'll rather not hear. We're all expert at sending the unmistakable signals of indifference. It's in our defensive body language, our lack of eye contact, the subtle vocal inflections, the silences that last just a little too long. At the same time, we all know how much it hurts to have someone refuse to pay attention. And so, a key skill involved in expression is listening, not just hearing. We must be conceptually open, patient, and sympathetic to whatever being said. No crossed arms, no restless moving around, no looking away. This is also where the difference between the emotion scientist and the emotion judge comes into play. By our responses to what we're hearing, by our words, body language, facial expressions, and eye contact, we send a message: I'm here for you. I'm not judging. I want to understand you and help you. Aside from all the personal restrictions we put ourselves in one another, there are plenty of social rules for who may and may not express which emotion. These regulations are far from simple and often stem from stereotypes that are themselves damaging in times of social upheaval. I think that's the word, upheaval. As we expressing today, the norms are shifting and evolving. As we've seen, inequality, injustice, and unfairness are generally met with anger. That's how we humans are built. And anger is in turn often met with fear. Taking all together, it makes for a potent mix of discontent and discord, which sounds a lot like the world as it exists today. In truth, many of the controversies that dominate the news today have their roots and differences in how we express our feelings. For instance, gender is a major force in determining emotional expression. According to the research, women tend to express themselves more overall, particularly positive emotions, and also internalize negative ones, such as sadness or anxiety, more than men do. Men, on the other hand, tend to express higher levels of aggression, anger, than women. But when subjects psychological signs of emotional excitement, such as blood pressure and cholesterol release, are measured, men score higher, indicating that they likely feel as much as women do, but keep more pent up inside. Women make it easier to tell what their feelings because their fury, with facial expression, gestures, and vocal tones. Researchers say that while women smile more often than men, that gender divide doesn't begin to appear until children are in the middle school. Women have always been expected to smile, which is now part of the ongoing re, realignment of relations between the sexes. Women have begun to reject strangers, exhortations that they smile, and instead see these encounters as a form of harassment. Their anger is understandable. The Constant pressure to always appear happy is a requirement that doesn't exist for the men who are doing all the urging. Both genders cry, but women are more apt to do so in the company of family or friends, while men tend to do it alone. This is very true. Also, report higher empathy than men, which may account in part for those tears. Race is another strong influence. Minorities report fears that emotional displays will fall into traps set by old stereotypes and triggers a backlash. So, African American mothers in a survey said that they counsel their sons or daughters and temper their expressions of anger, lest they be judged more harshly than whites. Anger is a usual response to feeling injustice and unfairness, while fear is a reaction in the Im- Im- imminent possibility of harm. That dynamic can be seen as an unspoken acknowledged by whites of how unfairly African Americans has been treated. But on the emotional plane, the group most entitled to anger feels least able to express it. While whites enjoy what's known as anger privilege, the right to display anger without the worry of being penalized for it. Another factor is emotional expression. Children who grow up in high crime neighborhoods are taught to display toughness and unemotionality, regardless of what they're feeling inside. This may serve a short-term purpose. It's a form of self-preservation, but in the long run, it can create one more barrier of self-knowledge. Man, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, man. But look, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that notification bell. Love, peace, and power.